Hello and welcome back. It is me, and today we will be discussing the natural number. That is E, the letter number, not the history of the letter E, the number E. Hope you're prepared. And today might finish off greedier mode. We'll see. And I only have a few characters left that I haven't done greed or greedier with at all. And Lazarus is, I think, the easiest among them. So, let's give it a shot. Now, basically, I'm just talking about this because I'm a big nerd. And I like numbers and that sort of stuff. Shot speed up, HP down. Well, you know, I got positive range out of that, so that's great. Yikes. Even better! Wow, fantastic. Okay, yeah, I do have an extra life. Nope. Okay. Well, a pretty good strategy with Lazarus is always just to use that extra life as soon as possible because it gives a pretty hefty stat boost, aside from the, health -1. Although, it did change from setting your heart containers to 1 to setting it to 1 minus your previous, so it's a lot better than it used to be. But I digress. Let us talk about number letters. So, I will motivate this with an example. Say you are looking for a good bank. Yes, because all proper motivations of math are money-based. You are looking for a good bank to store your massive wealth of $1, £1, one smackaroonie, one whatever you want to call it. And you see, you're not just interested in storing this immense wealth of yours in the bank, but having it grow in value, having there be some sort of compound interest rate that the bank provides. And indeed, you manage to find yourself a bank that, at the end of the year, will double the money that you've put into it. How wonderful. Joyous occasion. Uh-oh. Focus. Ah. Okay, good. We're good now. What a joyous occasion that you have found such a bank. Oh, great. I'm not expecting this particular run to live. But maybe that's just me. Who knows? Maybe you'll be able to tell from the video length. Anyway, yes, so this bank, this theoretical, hypothetical bank, this amazing, wonderful bank offers to double the amount of money you put in it at the end of the year. But then you find a second bank, one with an even greater offer to you. Stop spitting at me, please. Please stop. This second bank offers you the ability to increase your money, your savings in the bank, by 50%, but twice a year. And indeed, if you do the math, this is a better deal. Rather than just getting one extra dollar out of it by the end of the year. Oh, I'm even slower. Yeah, I'm greedy. Okay. I am so slow, I am expecting to die from these guys. I mean, let's be real here. If you do the math, the total you will have in your account by the end of the year will be more than just $2. Oh, And there we are. Good, good. I'm kind of glad. Ooh, alright. Well, I can take this first. That's no problem. Very nice. And that is fine, that is fine, that is fine. Infested is fine. Luck up. Very nice. I'll take you, and then we'll pop you, and we'll continue. Yes, yes. Do I care about the soul hearts? Not really. I'm gonna wait. Take them as late as possible. Hopefully, I'll die first. In-game. But yes, if you do the math, the total you'll have in your bank account will be more than $2 that the first bank was offering. It will instead be $2.25, because the first time your interest compounds affects the second time your interest compounds. In other words, that's maybe not the most technically accurate way of putting it. Don't worry so much about my exact words. What I mean to say is this. When your funds increase by 50% the first time, you obviously gain some money. You gain 50 cents in your account. No big surprise there. But when it happens a second time, now you're gaining 50% of $1.50 in your account. A smackaroony 50 in your account. The amount that you've saved up so far has already contributed to more overall money, and so 50% of $1.50, a smackaroony 50, is now 2 smackaroonies and 25 smackered cents. But then, by some miracle, you find a bank that has an even better offer. They offer you a 25% increase 4 times a year. And indeed, the smackaroonies in your bank will keep growing. However, the rate at which they grow will start to level off. You will have more money in your bank account than simply 2 smackaroonies and 25 smacka-cents. I didn't actually compute how many smackaroonies you would have, but suffice it to say, it's more. Whoa, buddy. And these aren't great. So we get the item. Okay. I guess I'll take that. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Since I have the bombs, let me do that, because, oh, I got absolutely nothing out of that except a cheap key, which I will take. And again. And actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea either. But we continue. But yes, I forgot to calculate exactly how much that would be, but there's a trend here. And in fact, the trend comes to a conclusion. That is, as you keep increasing the frequency that you compound the money in your account, and also increase, you need to decrease the amount that you add, but increase the frequency at which you're adding. What you end up with is actually, by the end of it, if you have a bank that promises an infinite increase in frequency, then by the construction of this particular example, you will arrive exactly at E smackaroonies in your bank account. E, that is 2.718, and then some, because it has an infinite number of decimal places. Get away from me, you freaks! Oh, I was really hoping to make use of that TNT. Ah, it wasn't close enough. Oh well. This guy is gonna be annoying unless he kills me. Should I use a bomb? Maybe, but bombs are more useful than you'd expect in greed mode. just for random wealth accumulation, you know? Anyway, yes, you will arrive at E. E is an irrational number. It has infinitely many decimal places, and there is no repeating pattern in those decimal places either. Now this is a decent use for a bomb. In fact, it's a very good use for a bomb. And that's why. Let's see. Caves. Depths. Uno, dos. And get the hearts. Get the hearts. Don't forget about the hearts. And now we continue. I guess I'm fine leaving those. So yes, you get this magical number named E. E for Euler's number, because Leonard Euler discovered like half of all mathematics. I'm kind of jealous. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, don't tell him I said that. He's been dead for a while, but you never know. More bombs. Of course, one troll bomb. Oh, this is risky. But I do want cancer. Cancer is very good in this game. So, in fact, what I have just what I have secretly slipped you is the very definition of E itself. The limit as n goes to infinity of 1 plus 1 over n to the nth power. Yes, this sequence gives you exactly E at the end of it. And I would like you to study and appreciate this limit, if you would, just for a moment. Even if you aren't a particularly mathy person, I think it's very fascinating when you look at it, because what we see here... Whoa, okay. Please, stop with the skeletons. Woo! Woo! Oh, I finally got hit. What we see here is, you cannot simply just plug in the infinities and try to get a sensible answer, because if you try that, what you'll quickly notice is that, 1 over infinity is 0, right, in the limit. It is, more technically accurate, infinitely close to 0, but not 0. Which means the value of 1 plus 1 over n, as n goes to infinity, is a number that is strictly greater than 1, however, it's infinitely close to 1 as well. Now, why does that matter? Well, I was kind of hoping for that, actually. Oh, I was not hoping for you. Now, why does that matter? Because when you're raising something to an infinite power... Oh, well, there goes all my health. Time to explore. When you're raising something to an infinite power, it matters very much whether the number that is the base is 1 or greater than 1, or has a magnitude greater than 1, I should say. And I want something good here, please, if possible. Yes, absolutely. So, if you raise 1 to the infinite power, you get 1, but if you raise something strictly greater than 1 to the infinite power, you tend to get infinity. Except in this case, where you get something that is greater than 1, but both greater than 1 and finite. Because you get, 2.718. Isn't that curious? Infinities just are weird sometimes, aren't they? And I know I've had the definition up for a while, but I will continue to have it up. Except not this definition. If you'll excuse me a moment. but this definition, because that is not the only way to define E, it's not the only way to compute it. Indeed, if you might recall from high school math, E has this power series, where the exponential function itself can be defined as the infinite summation of x to the n over n factorial, which means E, 2.718 approximately, is then just plugging in 1 into this function. In other words, it's 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 2 factorial plus 1 over 3 factorial, and so on, all the way to infinity and beyond. Well, not really beyond, but all the way to infinity. And this is, again, the one and the same number, E, 2.718. Now, E is often referred to as the natural number. I looked away. Forgive me. Stop doing this. So what is so natural about it, exactly? Well, it all comes down to using it as a base in exponential functions, and now I feel comfortable enough with my extra bombs to go ahead and do both of these. More luck for me. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'll make good use of that. Anyway, as you might recall, e to the x is a function that is its own derivative, and such a thing is a very neat property, very convenient property, and whenever you are discussing exponential growth or decay, e to the x is very commonly found being used as the base. Now, again, it's the natural choice because when you take the derivative of it, it is still its own function again. But in reality, you could use... let me get rid of this now. You could use any base in your computations. It doesn't have to be E. However, you might find that it's actually E in the end. Consider the example of studying cellular growth. Cells divide, so you would expect that when creating a function to represent the number of cells in a culture, that it is somehow related to base 2, not base E. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit. I'm getting scared. I don't do enough damage. Ugh. Ugh, there we go. As long as I get this guy out of the way. Uh-oh. Oh, good. We're good now. So, if you want to use base 2 as a function to represent exponential growth, you are more than welcome to. But, as you may know already, you typically need some sort of exponent as well. Some sort of, some value that you multiply it by. Yeah, of course. Oh, I made it out. Nice. In other words, you need e to the k times x, typically, when you're creating a function to represent something. But again, if you use any base, you'll simply need to very carefully choose this k value. So if you have 2 to the k times x, carefully choose k, and what you'll find is that you may accidentally have recreated e. Because as it turns out, if you choose a k value... Uh-oh. Oh, okay. We're good. If you choose a k value that is equal to 1 over the natural log of your base, then you have done exactly that. You have recreated e. Because any number a to the 1 over the natural log of a ends up just being E. So you can write 2 to the K. Whoa, okay, okay, whatever. I'm fine. I wish you would hurt him. Oh, scapular! Wow, I almost never actually make use of scapular. Anyway, 2 to the 1 over natural log of 2 times x is actually, by power rules, just... Oh. Maybe. Nah, I don't have any good angel room items unlocked, really. I mean, there's like 1 or 2. I'll go with Ocular Rift, actually. With how many tears I'm spitting out, it should be pretty good. Right? I think so. And I don't particularly like that one. I want to keep my health for later. And nothing up here that suits my fancy, so we continue. Can I get a bomb? Yes. Yes, I can. Oh, yes. Yes. Anyway, again, take any number, raise it to 1 over the natural log of its power, then it ends up just being E. And if you have E, 2 to the K times X, where K is 1 over the natural log of 2, by power rules, you can rewrite that as 2 to the 1 over natural log of 2, all raised to the X, because that's how exponents commute. Oh, yes. And extra key, too. Which means, again, it's really just E to the X in disguise. Marvelous. Oh. Strength, the stars, chariot, judgment. Give me, yeah, I was hoping it'd be you. Give me something good, buddy. Buster. I will absolutely take that. Thank you so much, sir. Well, I'm a little disappointed in that, to be honest, but that's okay. Okay, that's, this is getting... I will get healthy first. Give me something good. No. Ooh, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not Judas, but that works. And I will keep spending money on health. As a reminder, I believe I need 67 more pennies in the green machine to max it out. Wow. Yes. Yes. Alrighty. Anyway, where was I? Talking about E, of course. Die. Okay, good. Oh, don't like you, don't appreciate you. Whoa. Oh, buddy. I might need to pause and focus. Pause mentally, I mean. Not like actually pause the game. Anyway, yes, so you could represent any exponential process using any base, but what you'll often find is that for the simplest representation of the function, E will end up being used as the base either directly, explicitly, or implicitly by choosing the appropriate scalar for the exponent. Now, e to the x also has this neat property that it is the only function that is its own derivative. A slight caveat there is that it comes down to a scalar times e to the x being its own derivative. That scalar could be 0. 0 is its own derivative too, you know? But there's a wonderful proof of this that's given on the Math Stack Exchange by Lulu. So credit to Lulu here, but the proof goes something like this. If you have a function that is its own derivative, g, and then you define h as g times e to the negative x, which in other words means that g is equal to h, this unknown function h, times e to the x, and then you take the derivative. By derivative rules, that derivative is 0. The only function whose derivative is always 0 is a constant, so h must be a constant. Therefore, the only functions that are their own derivatives are a scalar times e to the x. Who knew? Well, people did. That's who. But now, hopefully, you do too. Uh-huh. Get sucked. Not you, dear audience member. I meant, like, the, you know, that guy. Burn, baby. Yeah. That's pretty good. So again, E is a very natural choice. It comes up in nature quite a bit, not because plants or animals or nature or evolution is familiar with the concept of E, but because it is a natural way to represent all forms of exponential growth or exponential decay, if you're talking about like half-lives, not the game. Stop it! Ooh, no. I mean, kind of. Yeah, if I do this and then die, it should, you know, activate for me. That's great. Who are you? Another one, yes! Also, I could just make it activate by, you know, not having much health. Whoa, alright. Fantastic. I will actually search. And I'm glad I did. I mean, I know I have just ruined my own, Curse of Babylon, or the Whore of Babylon thing, but, whatever. Let's see. Oh, okay, great. More health. And slower speed. Okay, yeah, not a fan of that, per se. Ow. Lost contact. Okay, okay. What are we looking at over here? Oh. This is, I think, a win now. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's see, I don't have any of those, so well, that's nice. Yeah, I'll take it. More damage. For the damage king. I mean, that's not really me, but whatever. Oh, he was a champion. That kind of stinks. Ah, I'm drawing them into me. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Oh, he exploded. Hi, bud. Bye, bud. Careful, careful, careful. Ugh, yeesh. Yikes. Yeah, okay. Bad trip is not great, but not terrible since it becomes a full health pill. But I really need something good here. Help me not die. That works. I know I may have just, ruined my money, but if I take one more run on greed mode to finish the greed machine, that's not the worst, since I need to do this with Lilith again, at least. Anyway, I do have more to talk about in regards to E. I should have made better use of him to destroy the blue fires. Oh well. Ah! There we are. Oh, great. Double the bloat. Yep, that's fine. That's fine, I'm good. Okay, I am very good, somehow. But I have plenty of health to barter with now, and I will certainly be bartering. Because I want to get rid of this health. Oh, wait, I see you. Yeah. Yeah, oh. Oh! Okay! Now, would I prefer the tonsil? I guess I would. Let me think about this. I really need health. And I know I just gave a bunch of health away, but don't worry about that too much. So I think I will continue with Judas's tongue. Anyway, one form of E constantly or frequently found in nature is the logarithmic spiral, which can be represented in polar coordinates. Yeah, I guess I'll... Whoa. I am so lucky. Which can be oh, yes! Represented in polar coordinates by, R equals e to the theta. It's a very natural spiral. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that e is the natural number. I don't know. But basically, the spiral always has the same relative angle to the origin. And, you know, unsurprisingly, that has to do with derivatives and such. Tangent lines. Okay, good, he's dead. Oh, did I make it in time? I think I did. Yes, I believe I did. Okay, I wanted to kill the skull guardian guys, whatever they're called. Not guardians, but, you know, the annoying ones that stick around between waves. Yeah, I walked into that one. That one walked into me. That one's not my fault. And I will go recollect. I shouldn't have left. Oh well. It's probably fine. The worst that'll happen is I die, and I use my extra life a little early, right? You know? Please stop. Please stop. Uh-oh. Oh, scapular! Hello! Please stop, I'm scared. Anyway, to wrap up the E conversation, I would like to note, if you've never seen this before, Even sine and cosine can be represented using E, but it involves some imaginary numbers. And yes, please, Leviathan. Excellent. And we do not take anything. I'm not sure why oh, this is what I wanted. Yeah, okay. I knew I had some reason for going back. And with my bombs, let me actually do this. Just in case. 1 penny! Let's go. Not that I needed it, but nice. So with sine and cosine even being represented in terms of E, and with, I mean, you really see this when you look at the power series of the exponential function, which I showed earlier. Carefully now, carefully now. But you can plug in imaginary or complex valued exponents and have it be something sensible. Oh. I will save strength just in case I get hit. And lose my first life, that is. But when you do this, you will also notice that even e to the I times a real number, theta, effectively rotates you around the complex unit circle by theta radians, which is a very neat property. I might go into more depth with that someday. I am due to talk about imaginary numbers at some point, but today is more about E. But of course, what sort of mathematician would I be if I didn't mention the most beautiful formula in all of mathematics? That is that E to the I times pi is equal to -1. Yes. Now, of course, I won't really derive that today, at least. Oh, I heard something. I heard these pennies. That's what I heard. You know, my health is doing pretty good. I'm gonna use it. Not a single penny? Huh. No! My pennies! Oh well. So yes, if you're rotating around the complex unit circle by pi radians, that lands you at the complex number -1 plus 0i, also known as just -1. Some people prefer to rewrite this equation as e to the I times pi plus 1 equals 0, trying to tie in every major important mathematical number. Of course, there are more important mathematical numbers than just those, but those are some pretty big ones. It's a pretty beautiful equation. Anyway, that more or less... Oh, pennies! That more or less wraps up a discussion about E. Again, it is a number that comes up in a surprising number of places because it's always related to exponential growth or decay. And what makes it the natural number is just that it is the natural choice for a base, for an exponential base. I hate this. I keep giving him my own pennies. I'm not even gonna have the 67 that I need by the end of this. Literally, Oh. Okay. E-bum, plan C. Oh, I don't like that it's touching the chest here, but we have enough. There's like a 12% chance this fails. Oh. Ah. This is good. This is good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did work hard to get here this day. This, you know, one day. I'd like to thank the Academy and the natural number. And there we are. Every character, aside from the tainted ones, now unlocked. Beautiful. Okay. That is the first major objective of Season 1 completed. There are 3 major objectives. I've talked about the second one before, and now it goes into full swing. The second major objective is trying to unlock every challenge. And I'm all lumping this in together into Season 1 just because Season 1 is sort of a miscellaneous season. So, I have about 5 more challenges to unlock, if my estimate is correct. So 5 more episodes for that, and then about 5 more episodes after that, I believe, to complete the third objective of Season 1. But Season 1 is coming to a close. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. And I hope you're doing well today, because I think I'm doing well too. And I want to share that. I will see you later. Take care.